How does Bill Ackman incorporate this sort of save the world idealism into his investment work?
Ackman's a fascinating guy. Ackman is what's known as an activist investor, right? Where he is prepared to agitate to make things change. And it requires a certain type of person to do this type of investing. You have to not care if people dislike you. Whitman described it to me as pain in the ass investing, where you just have to be willing for people to dislike you. And Ackman's fascinating because he has this brilliant mind. He's a superb analyst, but he's also kind of combative. In 2012, he made a $1 billion bet that this company, Herbalife, would go broke, that the stock would go down and ultimately would go broke. And he invested something like $50 million in investigating the company, claiming that it was a fraud that was preying on poor people, disadvantaged people in about 90 different countries. A lot of people disagree with him, but Ackman has this kind of righteous indignation and a desire to sort of, avenge wrongs. There's something of the investigative journalist in Ackman, and he's a brilliant analyst. And so he sort of applied this to this situation where, his fund can make an enormous amount of money if he's right, but at the same time he's correcting a wrong if he's correct that it's a fraud. And so I think, at some level you have to figure out who you are as an investor. As in any other field, you've got to figure out, do I really want to be fighting with people? Do I want to be accusing people of being fraudsters? Do I want to be in lawsuits and having people insult me in the media and say that I'm one of his main rivals described him as a crybaby on CNBC and a loser and stuff like that. You have to decide, do I want to live my life that way? I said to Ackman, just reading about you, reading these news clips, I become tired. It's exhausting to me. And he's like, no, I'm hardly ever in a lawsuit. And so it just, it suits his personality. So I think, one of the keys with investing is first you have to know yourself. You've got to figure out, do I really want to act that way? And one of the things that Guy Spear said to me is, he's a huge admirer of Bill Ackman and his friends Bill Ackman, but he just figured out I'm not going to short any stocks. I don't want to bet that things are going wrong. I don't want to wish for bad things to happen. And he just thinks karmically it's not good, that you kind of want to be betting that things are going to be okay, not that they're going to fall apart. And they're both really good guys. They're both really smart, and they, at some level, they're both right. It's just horses for courses. You have to figure out what suits you.